Hey guys, it's Cheryl with Magical Melody, and I'm here with my week 53 post-op VSG update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG surgery on January 5th, 2017 at Genova Healthcare with Dr. William Steele. Highest weight was 250.4, day of surgery 241.4, last week 147.6, and this week also 147.6. Which I guess I'm pretty happy with that. This week I had a lot of junk, and Monday we went to Cheesecake Factory and I had one of those s'mores, I don't know, something s'mores cake thing, and I didn't eat the whole thing all at once. My daughter had like 4 bites of it, so I ate like part of it in the morning when we were there, and then I ate the rest of it like later that evening. And then also we were at KFC on Monday evening for dinner, and Tuesday when we were out we had sushi. So yeah, that's quite a bit of junk to have all in one week, and luckily it didn't affect me. I did notice that while that all was going on, the scale only went up 1 pound though. It did go up to 148.3, but then it came back down. And then I think Wednesday night it actually said 147.1, so it basically all evened right back out to this morning being the same. But I'm really happy with that because, first off, before I had surgery, I'm pretty sure that everything I had to eat would have resulted in a 3 to 5 pound weight gain, because as I monitored my weight or checked to see where my body was at after all that, that's what it would always show me, 3 to 5 pound gain easily with all that. So I'm not really sure what that is, like if it's just because I can't eat as much at one time, or if it's because I have the smaller stomach and some type of malabsorption there. But I mean, sleevers don't really have as much malabsorption as somebody who has like bypass, or something like that. So I'm not exactly sure there, but anyway, I'm really thankful though, and I'm not saying that what I did was good. Monday, whenever we were at the Cheesecake Factory, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy a piece of cheesecake with my daughter. And just kind of let myself relax a little bit. And I think I said way back in like maybe a March or April update somewhere that as long as you're able to put yourself back to where you were before, it's okay to let yourself and enjoy yourself from time to time. I will say though that the cheesecake was very rich, so much so that it was almost too much, you know what I'm saying? And I did get kind of like a sugar high from it. It was quite a bit, and so for that reason, I'm probably not going to do that again for several months. Like I said before, my year update, I can't handle sugar as well as I could. Like, a lot of times it tastes really bad to me, or it's too rich, or sometimes even though I don't dump, I get high from it, or it gives me like this heart racing thing. So I'm less apt to go for sugar now, which is good because I was a sugar addict and I had to have sugar, I had to have cakes. I just wasn't happy without it. So I'm kind of glad that my body doesn't need it anymore. So Yeah, with what happened, I will say, this week I got very lucky. Um, I definitely won't say, oh, this means I can eat junk and just get away with it and always be like that. Because absolutely at any point you can start regaining without even thinking about it. And I've always been one of these very carb dependent people. And I've always been like a person who will just put like 20 pounds on just like that. So I do know that I have to be extremely careful. And this is my second time filming this video too, by the way. I tried to film it earlier in my bedroom, and the whole camera angle and whatnot was just really bad, and then I didn't feel like that I was being really detailed enough. You know, I thought I was being extremely vague. Anyway, so usually when I go to KFC, I always have the K6, which is like 3 chicken tenders. It usually comes with potato wedges, but I always have them replace the potato wedges with coleslaw. It comes with a biscuit, which I normally can't eat, and a cookie, which I also don't eat. I give to my kids the cookie. So usually when I go there, I have the chicken tenders and coleslaw. But this time though, when I went, I had the Nashville hot chicken sandwiches with these little chicken sandwiches. They give you 2 of them, and they're like, one of them is like that size, really small. I was able to eat both of those, and I did eat a few bites of my coleslaw. So again, it's very odd to me to see that I really didn't gain that much from it. I thought that I was really going to end up paying for the mistakes I made this week. So I know that I did not reach my goal where I said before that I wanted to get to 140 by the time my surgiversary came along. I guess I'm not really too worried about that, just because I did reach my overall goal of 150 before my 1-year surgiversary. You know, for that, I guess I'm not really stressing as much about it. The fact that I've been able to maintain this long really makes me happy, because I'll say this one more time. I think I said it again, that I have a history of losing a lot of weight, but then immediately regaining after I lost the weight. Like, immediately regaining. I mean, within like a month, putting back on like 10 pounds and things like that. So with the fact that I reached goal like November 3rd or 4th, I think it was, and still now maintaining just below that, really makes me happy. I do still want to lose the remainder of the 10 pounds that I'm trying to get. I'm trying to ultimately get down to 140, because that will give me a 10 pound range for maintenance. So it'll help me. I just want, you know, a little bit of space for maintenance, and that's the only reason why I want to hit 140. So with that, I think that I would like to try to reach 145 by January 24th, which is my 1-year checkup with Dr. Steely. The other day I did figure out what happened. I was the one who was actually confused about my appointment. I had originally said that I thought it was for like January 3rd or 4th. But they were closed until January 8th. So I was like, what's going on? It couldn't have been for that day. So I was sitting outside, and Tuesday, I called them and said, I think there's been some kind of confusion with my appointment. So I need to schedule a year checkup with them. And so they scheduled me for the 24th, 10:30. Then like 10 or 15 minutes later, I got a phone call from some lady like, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'm calling from Dr. Steely's office. You missed your appointment today. I'm like, oh, I did? Yeah. I'm like, wow, you know, I thought that my appointment was like for the 4th or something, but then when I called your office to verify that, you said you were closed until the 8th, so I knew there was some type of confusion with that. I really apologize. I guess I didn't realize it was for today. She's like, no, don't worry. But no, she was okay with it, and she was cool. And she noticed that they had scheduled me for the 24th. And then I explained, I said, well, I do have the lab work that you guys gave me the last time I came in, which I'll try to have it done before my doctor's appointment so he can go over the results with me. And it's fasting blood work, so I'll have to pick a day when I'm sure I don't have any appointments to go in and have that drawn before I go see him, which shouldn't be a problem. I have a couple of weeks, before the appointment. So what I would like to try to do is reach 145 by the day that I see him. So that's a pretty reasonable goal, I think. Between now and then, I only have to lose 2 pounds. So that should be a piece of cake. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because over the past 3 months, I've been pretty much maintaining. There's not too much else going on this week, really. I have had a lot of appointments and things like that, and I had to kind of say something to somebody about the appointments because I wasn't getting reminded of these appointments, or clinics would schedule appointments that I didn't really know about beforehand and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, don't do that to me. Before you make an appointment or whatnot, call me. Check with me to make sure the day that you're making it for is okay, because I have other things in my schedule. And there's been a couple of times where I had to drop everything and run out to an appointment that I didn't even know was scheduled, and then all of a sudden y'all say, oh, you got this appointment, and I'm like, whoa, hold up. I can't live my life like that. That's very, very stressful to all of a sudden have to get up and drop everything and go out for an appointment. To get these surprise appointments. And it's happened before too. I did have an appointment today for my older daughter, but it got canceled because of snow and ice. We have a whole week of really freezing cold weather coming up. And it's actually pretty cold now. Underneath of this shirt, I have a t-shirt on, and then underneath my jeans, I have another pair of leggings on underneath, and I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks. Because anymore, I just get so cold. I don't know if my body will ever be able to regulate itself now, since I've lost so much weight and whatnot. And it's blowing my mind that I can wear a size 8 in jeans, because I've never been able to do that before. Never in my whole life have I ever been able to wear a size 8. And it's just crazy. Every time I look at myself in the mirror and I see what I am now, it's like, wow. I definitely notice the changes and stuff like that, but it's still kind of hard to wrap my brain around it. So I've been big pretty much all my life, and I never really knew what I would look like as a smaller, more healthy looking version of myself. So yeah. I really can't think of much else to say right now, so I think I'm gonna end it. I may start doing these videos maybe every other week or once a month. Somebody had commented and said they wanted to see what I eat in a day, and I did one before, but I didn't really feel like that it went over too well. It didn't get a lot of views. It just wasn't interesting to a lot of people. I'm not really a big eater. I kind of have a set things that I enjoy eating, and I really don't differentiate from it much. So I probably should work on getting creative again, and kind of switching things up a little bit. Because sometimes you can't get bored with what you're doing, and that can cause you to slip back into you know, bad habits and whatnot whenever you don't try to switch things up sometimes. So I probably should, but I am going to, here in a couple of weeks, film that, what I eat in a day. And to the people who won the giveaway, I have actually just had so much going on in my life that I keep forgetting to go down to the post office. So I really apologize that I haven't sent you your stuff. Just bear with me. Things are crazy in my life right now. So I will get it out to you at least by the beginning of February. So be looking for that. So anyway, that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please subscribe so that you don't miss any of my other updates. And thanks to all of my old and new subscribers. Your help and support through those has really helped me out. It means a lot. And until the next one, I hope that you have a good weekend. See you soon.